Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.
What will Linda Moore do for Quincy?
Fix our neighborhoods and our streets.
Grow collaboration.
Fix Quincy's finances.
Grow opportunity.
Fix the dysfunction. Grow affordable housing.
Grow local business.
Early voting starts March 7th. Vote for Linda Moore to be Quincy's next mayor April 1st. Paid for by the committee to elect Linda Moore for Quincy.
Hi, this is Ron Kincher. Welcome to Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank, and we have Jennifer Turnier from Enchanted Books with us. And you guys are close to celebrating your 2-year anniversary in Uptown Quincy in the district.
We are. It'll be April 15th. That'll be 2 years that we've been open, so we're very, very excited about that.
That is so cool. Now, looking back now, 2 years of selling books to the community, are you happy you did it?
Yes.
You're still okay with it?
All of the headaches and all of the craziness, it's been great. We've met some great people. We've brought a lot of happiness into people's lives, and I've enjoyed it every step of the way.
So what was a big headache? I mean, was there anything that caught you by surprise?
Probably just the never taking really any time off. You know, you can own your own business, but you really can never leave. My husband tells me all the time. So just the amount of work behind, I think, bringing everything to everybody. Mm-hmm. It's a everyday job. Yeah.
And you worked at the store previous to purchasing the store.
Correct.
Why did you think it was important for Quincy to have this bookstore? Because I've talked to you about that. You thought it's important for a community to have a locally owned bookstore.
I mean, I have read probably ever since I was read to as a kid. I read as much as I could as a teenager, as an adult. I've always thought that was important for a community, just to be able to go have a safe place for people, be able to find something for anybody, no matter who they are that comes in the door. We have a lot of fun, and I think that's a good service to bring to the community.
And you mentioned as a kid you read a lot, and one thing you did, you have a pretty large kids section, children's book section, and that was important to you to get when you got started.
Yes, I have 4 kids, so I mean, in various ages they are. We have a lot of friends that have little kids, that type of stuff. I wanted to be able, no matter what their age was, we had something for them, something they were looking for, and something that could keep the kids occupied while the parents were able to look.
Yeah, that's a big one too, because you also have games and stuff like that, not for kids to play, but for sale, puzzles, stuff along those lines that people might not know that you carry. So what was the purpose behind that?
So we had a lot of people asking for things like that during the holidays, kids' birthdays and things like that. So we originally kind of beefed up that area for the holidays, and we've kept it year round because people they say that they love it. We have a lot of people that come in and their kids may not be huge readers, but they still want that educational value. So they'll go for a puzzle or like a tracing their ABCs type of thing. That they, dry erase stuff. Just something that's still educational where they may not be a huge reader, but maybe it kind of still gives them that value that they need.
So when you you get to know your customers pretty well, and when they come in, what are they telling you about kids and reading these days? Have you noticed a change from when you were a mom raising your kids?
I think so. So I think when I was younger, the whole graphic novel aspect and the comic books were there, but the graphic novels were not as big as they are now. So we have a lot of kids that may not be huge readers, but they love graphic novels. And my theology is if they're reading something, I think that's a good thing, regardless if it's a novel, a graphic novel, or a chapter book. Whatever is getting them to kind of, put their minds into a little bit of imagination is a good thing.
Yeah, I think this is a whole different subject we could talk about, but I think there's a thing with kids these days that they don't think they're going to need to read with the digital age being here, and that's so far from the truth that no matter what you do in this world, you're going to have some type of reading capability and comprehension capability. That's why I think graphic novels, like you said, fill a void. And you do carry a pretty good selection of graphic novels, right?
We do, and personally, I don't know a whole lot about them, so we always ask the community and the kids that come in, what are you looking for? What do you want? What would you like to see in here? And so we've added quite a bit to it, and we're always looking for suggestions for all the departments.
Yeah, you touched on something because obviously you have your niche of stuff that you like to read.
Right.
You can't like all genres. So how do you know what to order in all those genres that you don't know or don't like. I should say that just aren't interested in, like the GA stuff or the YA stuff or the graphic novels.
So that, to me, that is one of the hardest parts of the job. I mean, new books come out every week. So every Tuesday you have new releases.
Okay.
And there are sometimes thousands and thousands of books. So you know, like your big authors, the ones that are going to sell, the ones that people are looking for. But there's so many independent authors. There's so many kids authors. And as an owner, as a reader, I wish I had the funds to buy them all. I try to have a good selection in there. But customers are always telling us, hey, this is a brand new author. They've gotten really good reviews. I think this would be a good addition to your store. So we always love that. We love adding new authors. We love adding authors that are local. We love adding, authors that have been talked about and maybe even, shamed a little bit for what they're writing. So we don't want to censor any type of book. We want to, put that out there for anybody that and whatever they might be looking for.
So I got a couple of questions on what you said. How often are those people that are coming into your store? That say, hey, this is a great new author, and you order some books, and
I would say maybe like 75.
Oh, so they are giving you some good advice. Okay.
Pretty much so. Yeah, I think so. I mean, every once in a while there's an oddball one, and it might be wonderful for them, and you have to find that niche out there of other people that are like that, which there are lots of people out there that like the offbeat stuff, and like myself personally, I didn't know that much about like nature and travel stuff and things like that. And there's a lot of people that really enjoy that stuff. So we've kind of tried to, add a little bit to that section, and especially the books that are talked about and like birds of this area and different things like that I really don't know much about. But I've learned from talking to customers and stuff like that. So that's enjoyable too.
So one of the first things you did, which I think you should be commended for more than you probably are, is you reached out to local authors and wanted them to have a home to have their stuff.
Right.
Why was that important to you?
So I had no idea that there were as many local authors as there were. I mean, yourself included.
I know. I didn't know.
I had no clue. And so I just wanted that to be an avenue for people, because a lot of them are self-published. So a lot of them, it's very hard for them to get their books out there, to get different promotions and things like that. So anytime a lot of people come in, especially even out of town people, they go straight to that section because it's highlighted and it says local authors. So and we pretty much have every genre over there.
Yeah, you do. It's surprising,
isn't it? I think
it's
great.
Yeah. And then inventory obviously is no matter what business you run, is big. So when somebody comes in and says, this is a great new author, you need to check it out, you go, okay, I'm going to order some books. Do you get 5? Do you get 20? Do you get 100? How do you know how many you get? Because you don't want them on your shelf, obviously.
We do our research for the most part, kind of just see what the book's about, see if we think it's a good fit. Most of the time, I would say 2 to 5 is a good medium. That way, if it doesn't sell, we're not stuck with a huge amount of inventory. We do move stuff around quite a bit. We'll put it in clearance, or we'll put it in our used section, because we do both new and used. And then we do tons of donations every month.
Oh, you do?
Different places in the community and stuff like that.
So who's an author that you weren't carrying that somebody suggested you carry that's done pretty well? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Let me see. Yes, you are. So for me, like, we do a whole bunch with classics, which most everybody to me knows. Like Margaret Atwood, like the ones that everybody knows. And of course, then you're touching on the banned books and stuff like that. But there's a lot of ones that I really did not know very much about. So when the whole banned books pretty much became a huge thing recently, not to touch on politics or anything like that, but people are flocking in and really wanting to get those titles that they're scared are not going to be available. So then that pushes on some of the other ones like Crime and Punishment and any of the Dostoevsky books and stuff like that I really have got to give props. If people can get through a book that's that thick, that's phenomenal. Yeah. So to me, it's not necessarily new authors, it's older authors that are getting pushed back up because of the things that are going on.
And what author? So Colleen Hoover is a big one for you, I'm assuming?
We sell quite a bit of Colleen Hoover.
So who else do you sell a lot of?
Oh my goodness. So I would say right now, like, romance is just like
popping.
Is it? It's popping at the store. You got your dark romance, you got your fantasy romance. So, I mean, in this series, you've got like Elsie Silver, there's just a whole bunch of different ones. Sports romance is huge. It's all over the page. So I would say, genre-wise, we probably sell the most romance out of anything else in the store. Yeah.
So does TV help? So with the success of Reacher, with the success of Lincoln Lawyer, are those authors popping off? Conley and Lee Child, are they popping pretty good too?
Those ones have always been like authors people will get anyway. We do have some newer ones that when something will come out on TV that people did not realize was a book, or that it was a popular series like Reacher, like any of those ones like you're talking about. People will come in and want to start those from the beginning. So we do try to make sure that we do have those first few books that people are interested in for something like that.
So I've got Harlan Coben. Do you carry some? Because
Yes.
A lot of buzz about him because of the contract he signed with Netflix. Is that another one that I didn't know anything about him until he popped up on Netflix?
He has done a lot of those like Netflix type of on-demand shows, and a lot of people come in and they want those books, and so we carry quite a bit of his as well.
So if I come in and I'm looking for something specific because my uncle in New York told me about it or something like that, you can get that stuff, right?
Most of the time, yes.
You do onesie twosies type orders, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about your book clubs. I didn't know you had book clubs until a half hour ago.
We do 3 book clubs a month.
Right.
So the one that's pretty much, I think the most popular one is one that's called our Silent Book Club.
Okay.
So you literally just show up, bring what you're currently reading, have nice quiet time. I think I dropped my mic. There are snacks. You can kind of sit and chill out. I got you. I'll sit right here like that.
That's fine, yeah.
Sit and talk, and then the last 15 or 20 minutes you can congregate, you can shop, you can see what everybody else is reading. It's just really nice, very chill, very relaxed. And a lot of people do that because they don't have that extra time in their day to sit down and read, for 30, 45 minutes, an hour.
And you have a band book club.
We do. We have a band book club. We do. That is the second Thursday of the month. And then we started that shortly after we opened, just because of all the talk and the hype around all that kind of stuff. So we pretty much covered all of the major ones the first year that we were open. So this year, the administration came out with a book.
A little bit more.
A little bit higher?
Yeah, that's fine.
The administration came out with a book basically talking about ones that maybe were not as well known. So we literally are just going through this book by book, doing some of the ones that may not be as well known, but they're out there and we're talked about, and we have about every age in that group, and it's just it's great. It's great to hear everybody's point on why these books are being banned and the ridiculousness behind all of that.
And that's all this information is on your website,
Correct.
which is myenchantedbooks.com, right?
Yep.
And you're located in the old Curlin's building down here, 6th and Main.
Yep, right across the street. Yep.
Thanks for coming in.
Yep, you're so welcome.
And thanks
for having me.
Thanks for providing books for the community, too.
You are so welcome. We appreciate it.
Jennifer Turnier, Enchanted Books.
Thank y'all. Have a wonderful one.
This is the Business Spotlight, brought to you by Mercantile Bank.
Your financial needs aren't independent of each other, so your financial advisors shouldn't be either. At Mercantile Bank, our experienced United Wealth professionals are united to serve you and your complete financial planning and wealth management needs. Are you just starting your investment journey or need to roll over a retirement plan? Do you need to plan for a loved one with special needs or for your own life after work? Maybe your business needs a succession plan or you want to enhance your employee benefit programs. Whatever steps you need to take, our United Wealth experts are ready to take them with you. Together, we are united.